me check if the volume is good. Let me check if the volume is good. Okay, seems to be fine. Well, good morning, little bit late morning to everyone. It's 11:11. So Bitcoin had a bump yesterday, and well, on this 45 minute it could have went lower, but instead the bullish picture continued, and it actually pumped all the way the whole day, which was a little bit surprising to me. But we had a lot of people laid shorts to liquidate, so probably that was the reason to liquidate the late shorts. Right now I don't think Bitcoin looks too bullish, to be honest. I was waiting for this reversing of the momentum to the downside, and obviously this wasn't the time. Now this is 90, momentum is on 90 level, and the money flow is not very strong. So if we start going down from here, this might be the next big move to the downside. The daily still looks bullish, because we are right now crossing this zero line here, but the money flow is still thick in the red, so there is a high possibility that we go down. Weekly looks bullish, which is nice, finally, but there might be one more dump, maybe one more dump, and that would be over, and I think we should buy after that. We'll see. For now I'm staying on the sidelines. On this chart we can see that CVD went higher, a lot higher, and we're right now consolidating in the upper levels. I want to see, probably I will tap some small shorts, but for now I don't see anything tradable. In the 15 minute we want to see where this 15 minute is going, and probably I'll short somewhere if it goes higher, like if it goes to 22,100 or 20 or 21.9, something like that. For now I'm staying on the sidelines. Yeah, so we might get rejected from here again. Last time we got rejected here, so right now we're hitting some kind of resistance that we got rejected one time, one bullish hammer, then we got rejected again. So this is resistance, and we have to watch out what is happening right now. It seems to me like a topping signature, sorry. No, I want to see the indicators, so pivot and MACD. It looks like this already topped. We had a bearish divergence, now this is going down. We might still go up a little bit. So let's say we have the resistance at 21,200 and the pivot is at 21,200, so it would be tricky. Let's see what happens. as I said, I'm staying on the sidelines right now because I'm not convinced where we're going. We have to be bears from here. I don't want to be a bull from these levels. I would rather be a bear and shorting from these levels because it's very probable that we get rejected and turned down. But no one has a crystal ball. Let's see what happens. I also play Inspo Crypto Analysis. So let me just finally see the Google Trends Bitcoin price indicator, and we're still going lower, which suggests that this up move is a correction, it's a corrective move. And if we start going up again on this Bitcoin price interest, it means it is the start of another leg down. And well, it seems we're already bottoming here. So 31, this is 32. If we start going up like that, then it would be the start of another leg down, start of a dump. Yeah, that's what I think. I can go to the options to see what is happening there quickly. Good volume, we have average volume, and put call ratio, we have a lot of calls, so not much pulls, not much puts, which is bullish. Max pain is at 24k, so we're very close to jumping to the max pain at 24k. Now we have some volume, not this week but next week, but the open interest expiring is very small, so you can see that this week we almost don't have, this Friday we don't have anything, and next Friday we have very small open interest expiring. So I don't know, it's this looks bearish, by the way, and gamma exposure index is at 85k. This is quite high level, and we may start dumping from here. Yeah. Wow, we have some puts coming here. 4 hour, 8 hour, 12 hour, 18 hour daily. And on the daily we have calls. So, wow, huge gap here. So let me play Inspo Crypto.
Hello folks, and welcome to another Bitcoin market analysis. First of all, little statement, really little statement, because I received some, well, comments like too long, I don't need that long videos, whatever. Okay, I mean, I don't care that much, but I want to show you something and explain you the correlation, because it seems that many people think that Bitcoins is an isolated asset. No, it's just following. It's just following SPY, for example. And I show you SPX here from Oanda because it's a 24/7 market. That's what SPY is doing and will do even more. Down, up, down, up, down, up, more down, up, more down, up, and more down will come. That's the whole story. That's really the whole story. The trend is important, and the trend is extremely bearish. it's not going to, I don't know, to make a new all-time high. It's not going to happen. But that's how markets work. They will go up in the channel, go down again, and go up in the channel and go down again. And that's how big guys can exit. They need you every time, because every time they start such kind of price movement, you will flip to extremely bullish. So that's the best situation for them to exit and to sell into your positions. That's what Bitcoin weights are doing at the same time. Even if I'm reading the first experts talking Bitcoin end of the year $250,000, because he is expecting that women are going to start to buy Bitcoin soon. I don't know. Sometimes I really think I need to leave the market. I really, no, not about women, of course. Of course. I mean, I see that on my YouTube channel. I have 2% rate of women, so the ratio is really wow. However, that's not going to happen. 250,000 with this market and economy like it's looking like. Oh, come on, wake up. However, I have said DXY is going to lift up to 108. I'm not saying it's going to break and go up. It's possible, just because the main driver of DXY is a comparison between euro and US dollar. Those both currencies are the main driver of DXY. Is the euro falling? So will the DXY go up? And the euro will fall, because the whole economy in the European Union will melt down more and more in the next month. So DXY is going up. A rising DXY is usually a big problem for the equity markets. Means SPY will decline again. And it's going to happen. I tell you, in the next 48 hours, SPY will go down again and retest its area of 380. What do you think will happen to Bitcoin then? But at the same time, I have said SPY is going to go to 400. Maybe 395, maybe 405. I can tell you exact the level, because I need to check the resistance and some other TAs, but that's it. That's not that. I mean, the good thing that Bitcoin is just following SPY is the fact that we can see some trends. We have the wealth ratio that show us a wealth sentiment. We have option trading that show us the sentiment of big money. We have different instruments, and at the same time we just need to check SPY and DXY, and then we almost know in what direction Bitcoin is going to go. That's everything. The sell pressure is big. We did $400 with almost on Binance 10,000 Bitcoins in volume in 1 hour. That's a lot. That's really a lot. So big money is selling. They keep selling. I will show you the entities not only reduced, they were also very active today. So you can do whatever you want, and you can tweet whatever you want, but it's not going to convince me, just to make it clear. Let us go forward and let us check first of all what's happening. I have said, just because and based on option flows, that many option traders are not expecting a huge price action. It doesn't mean we will maintain, like we had in the last past month, a trade level. We will go up, then down, then up, then down, and at a certain point we will go down. That's it. Not more, not less. And just because of the weights ratio. At least that's for me a good indicator. Because it's showing the weight sentiment. That's the only thing. At the same time, we have seen in the past days that the weights ratio 1 hour time frame, for example, indicates us that the whole market is in hands of few whales, and they decide if they want to let the price go up or not. We will check that. However, you see the weights ratio 30 days moving average is rising even more. Not that much anymore, but it lifted up since yesterday. So indicating they are still sending bitcoins and they are still maintaining a sell pressure related to Bitcoin. That's the thing. I mean, just check that. That's really big. That's really big. Okay? If that's not going to show you how bearish weights are at the moment, what should I say? So if we take a look, for example, here as well, we see the weights ratio 30 hours. Yeah, 30 hours moving average, lifted up and declined. Declined, why? Because also here the whole operation was okay for the whole weights. Look that. They sent just less bitcoins to the exchanges just to let the price go up. In my opinion, those who have the whole Bitcoin market in their hands are the same guys. I think they use algos or any kind of automation, but these guys, um, yeah, know that SPY lifts up, cool, algos will lift up, so the algos are buying and some can dump into it. Why not? Nice exit strategy. However, we don't know who is operating this algos synchronized with SPY. We don't know that. SPY, SPX, I'm, to be honest, I don't know what asset exactly is Bitcoin following. Well, at the same time, we can see here that, let me zoom out a little bit more. Okay, that the weights ratio 30 hours moving average lifted up, and we have started to sell. Then the price declined, then it declined a lot more, and the price lifted up more. Correlates perfectly with the weights ratio 30 hours moving average. And it's also here indicating we were um, yeah, showing here weights ratio of 80. That's in the 1 hour time frame, not indicating a huge sell pressure anymore. So they agree with the price action. They want to let the price go up while the volume is rising at the same time. That's not bullish in my opinion, absolutely not. The stablecoin supply is declining a little bit, nothing big. I have tweeted about that today. And if we see the stablecoin reserves on exchanges lifted up a little bit, it's declining right now, but keeps maintaining, um, well, at least below 26 billion. That's it. And let us check now the flow activity and more data. So what we see here is, let me just, in case of, let me refresh the site. Great. So what it's showing us here is that whales sent here a lot of bitcoins to distribute, and if we check, they sent last hour 4,840 bitcoins. Wow. If we check here, in the last 3 hours they sent, well, almost 7,000 bitcoins. So in since in the last 8 hours, I would say something like 8,000 bitcoins or something. So not that big, right? It's not really big, but we know, and I'm not sure if these guys really distributed all that stuff, but because the um, Bitcoin reserves on exchanges has lifted up as well, so it's indicating Bitcoin's coming in, and they didn't withdraw those yet. So, however, that's really big. Let me check the volume, what's indicating, because it's the aggregated 20,000 Bitcoin. Well, not that bad, really not. Even more than here, yeah, 18, 16, 21 was here, for example. Okay, so very interesting. Um, yeah, let us go forward and take a look to the future market. Well, the future market, a little bit as expected, open interest rising like hell with the leverage ratio and the funding rate right now declining, indicating demanding more shorts at the moment. However, related to the inflows, it's not showing anything. Also related to stablecoins, nothing big. Even to the flow activity, almost nothing. Since yesterday, really almost nothing. So it wouldn't surprise me if they start to let the price go down, and then we will see some stablecoins coming in to absorb all of them. If we check here the futures, the max was today 78 million. That's really nothing. And at the same time, we received 2,500 bitcoins, as we see here. Also interesting here, 1,400 bitcoins in the last hour, while 35 millions in stablecoins. So really low volume related to futures. If we check the blockchain whispers, we will see that shorts are coming in, because many, and I will show you that as well, that's big, that's really big. So if they are not going to push up very hard, I don't know. Why are people shorting at the moment? Well, first of all, we had a support resistance here, and of course we break this resistance with the huge volume we generated, and right now we are above, but we are still here. So of course we failed here different times. We failed here, and we need to see if we are going to fail here, because if we fail here and we failed here as well, and here, it's we can go down, retest that area and go up. That's one possibility, but the other scenario would be to go there, break, and down again to 19, 500 or whatever. But that's the reason why people are shorting right now here. To be honest, it makes sense to short here at 21k if you see at the same time that even SPY is calming down right now, because many depends of course of DXY at the same time, and DXY is activating it, it seems. So we need to see what's going to happen. It wouldn't surprise me if today 21 was our local top and we go down again. As you see, also the volume is declining right now because no big buy pressure coming. That's it, what it is. SPY is dictating the direction, and Bitcoin and its algos has to follow it. It's, I mean, they have right now a little bit sell pressure and they start to sell, and that's why the volume is of course declining compared to the candle just before, but still lifting up and more than before. So let us go back, and that explains why these guys are shorting at the moment. Um, we need to be very careful, because if SPY starts to push up because DXY is declining, then they will react a lot of shorts, and that could push up to 21,500 very quick, and even let us go to 22k, where in my opinion that's our target. I can't tell you if it's going today or maybe tomorrow, maybe the weekend, but in my opinion 22k is on the table. 21.8 or something, I said that just a few days ago. Well, however, that's why they are shorting. Of course, we don't know who is shorting. Yeah, we need to see the liquidation map if we can find some patterns. Let me refresh Binance liquidation map here and check if we can find something. As usual, it takes a little bit longer. We have here a big cluster. I mean, people are saying, yeah, they will wreck all shorts. It seems low leverage shorts and less shorts. I mean, sometimes I don't know how that's possible, but take a look to that. I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? Let us make the test as just a few days ago. No, that was yesterday, wasn't it? So we have here a big cluster. Let us say it starts here. And another one is here, and another one is here. So we have three different: high leverage, mid leverage, low leverage. And the same here, but it's really low volume here. They can liquidate them, but it's not going to push the price a lot up. It's not like last year, and that's what I say. Last year we had accumulated a lot of shorts because we did a retest. If we would go down now, and that's the difference between last year and this year, if we wouldn't go down to 18 to retest our lows, they would start too long again. Too long, too long, too long to go. Last year it was absolutely different story. They shorted. They shorted in panic because almost everyone was expecting we will go down more, 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 more. And that's completely different. People maintain bullish. Yeah, they flip a little bit to bearish, then back to bullish, and that's a big difference. So if they want to push up with just liquidating shorts, it's going to be very, very hard, to be honest. So, but the question is, because many should make the question now, if we have 1 billion in longs, but 1.3 billion in shorts, how does that work here? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know how the liquidation map on Kingfisher is working. Usually the Kingfisher is right now showing us the liquidation map of now, of that time here. So now, why the blockchain whispers is showing us a balance of longs and shorts. So some of these shorts, for example, are from last month, and also some longs, just to give you an example. And we did maybe 300 millions in shorts, and they are here. That's the only way how I would explain that, because otherwise the gap would be too big in my opinion. However, if exchanges want to liquidate someone, it doesn't make sense to liquidate the short side, more the long side. But It's not how it works. So if the X, let us check if that correlates once again. Takes time while we can go over and check. The XY is, well, still waiting right now, retesting this support, and SPY wants to go up even more, it seems, and will push Bitcoin more up, but I guess with lower volume now. Otherwise we need a long candle by SPY. So let's just check. Oh, still loading. Now it's exactly the same. Exactly the same. It's and that's something that in my opinion doesn't make sense, that two separated exchanges are showing the same liquidation map. So is Kingfisher doing something wrong, or why? Wait, it's Binance again? Why Binance? I said FTX. What the hell? Okay, let us calm down and check what's happening with the FTX. It seems I need to stay here on the Kingfisher website, otherwise it's showing me Binance again. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. It will take a little bit. Mm, 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 mm. So, thank you very much. Mm, I mean, that one looks really accurate. This one low volume and this one as well. Could work, but I would say I would take this one, and that looks really exactly the same cluster like Binance. And that's something I don't understand, how two different exchanges can have almost the same almost the same. Oh wow. I'm sorry, I need to tweet something. 24,462 BTC transfer from Celsius network to FTX. What? I need to break that here. Sorry, I just was checking my iPhone and noticed Celsius um, Celsius network to FTX and then 20,000, and I thought maybe Ethereum. No, it's wrapped BTC, it seems. I don't know uh, if they are going to sell them. We will see. However, so that's how it looks related to the future market, and you know, it's very hard to say, but it seems they place, some big guys are placing here high leverage longs. I don't know what's exactly the functionality of these longs, if they are just placing it to let them liquidate afterwards. I really don't know. I really don't know. But it's not the first time we have seen that, even with shorts. So that's really hardcore. Let us go forward and take a look to the options. So let us check what's happening here. We can, yeah, let us maintain here. Let me reset the chart. So what we see is, while we were lifting up, FTX were distributing, selling, and just from here they have started to buy more than sell. Binance still lifting up, lifting up, lifting up, or That's the aggregated CBD spot. It's not Binance. Sorry. We will check Binance. And then we have here our futures with Bitcoin collateral. They went down, lifted up a little bit, sharp down, sharp up, and down all the time. And that's really interesting. While the price were going up and down. And if we check, for example, the futures, stablecoin futures, the main driver of the price action, to be honest, with the aggregated spot. But it wasn't FTX, at least not indicating that. If we check here, that's the 5 minute now. It's also very interesting that Gemini, they reacted here a little bit. Yeah, that's very interesting. Let us go to the 30 minutes, because then we can compare that with the FTX one. And well, I mean, that looks very similar to the aggregated spot as well. Let us go forward. So here 30 minutes. That's Binance, and Binance also very interesting. They were also selling here. So sold here, bought here. I mean, that's CBD. I'm saying sold, both. Otherwise, to have a correct wording, I need to see negative CBD, positive CBD, negative CBD, positive CBD, and now, yeah, I don't know. It's what's doing here. We need to see what SPY is doing, but I can imagine we will go down from here first. And don't think we are done. I still think we can see 22k. However, you see what Bitcoin collateral futures are doing. That's really interesting. Why they shorted here? Oh. Interesting, interesting. So let us take a look here. That's Bitfinex. Bitfinex buying, buying, buying. Nothing big. Absolutely nothing. But buying. And then we have here our Binance Perp and Binance Perp. We can see the funding rate was declining, then it lifted up, and right now, yeah, it's correlates perfectly with both stablecoin margin contracts and coin margin contracts very well. Okay, then let us take a look what the market maker were doing. Let me show you that here. And you see the market maker as teasered were very active. Fund flow 1,700 bitcoins last hour, just before 2,800, before 75, so nothing, and 2,000 another hour. So if we check the balances, he reduced its balances. Let us go to the single perspective, and we can see here that he lifted up, then declined even more, lifted up again, and it's in a downward trend. However, it was at 5,060,000 and now it's 5,070,000, so it seems that he yesterday bought some and is now selling them while the price is going up. Also very interesting. Let me check here. Yeah. So it wouldn't surprise me if he is going. Usually with fake rallies, the market maker, like last year, he started this kind of fake rallies and he accumulated. It's going to be, it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest, if that's going to be a fake rally, and I don't have any doubts actually that's a fake rally, but we need to see. Time will tell. Mm, he should start to accumulate. If it's not happening, we need to see. In my opinion, we are not done. We are then not done. But at the same time, we have, for example, these entities here with 10 to 100 bitcoins. They are buying. It looks big, but it isn't. I mean, we have different scales here. If we check, for example, from here to here, that's the market maker. The market maker reduced here from 5,150,000 to 5 million, so 110,000 bitcoins reduction in balances. If we check, for example, this entity from here to here, so I said 110,000 on market maker, right? 424, 429, 50,000. 50,000. That's, I mean, compared to what the market maker did here to that here, I don't know. I mean, that's twice. I mean, 110 to 40. That's just crazy. Okay, so the market maker is the market maker. He is, he decides if up or down, if accumulation, we will go up in few weeks maybe, but we will go up, and that's not happening yet. And even here, for example, these guys here were starting, I thought maybe they started to accumulate, but they didn't, it seems. They both, or they raised their balances from 384 to right now 386, so 20,000 bitcoins gap. That's it. The only ones they are really accumulating like hell, but also it looks very much, but it isn't. If we check, for example, let us check that here to the current position, we will see they had here, for example, 107 to, well, it's not that bad, 107 to 113, indicating 60,000 bitcoins, the orange one, so not bad, 60. And the blue ones, if we take a look, 176, 80, also not that bad, 80,000. So indicating that many bitcoins, it's now simple math and doesn't work like, but 140,000 bitcoins for retailers since beginning of June. Wow, that's big. That's not that bad. That's really not bad. I thought less. 140,000. That's cool. Cool for Bitcoin, to be honest. Okay, then let us go to the exchange walls.
I'll stop it here because I'm not interested in the exchange walls. Thanks very much for Twinspo Crypto for the analysis. Yeah, it's we're going down right now, but we have a key level here at 21.5. So we have the Tenkan-sen and basically the Ichimoku cloud. You see this right angle. It would be very interesting to see what is going to happen. We might get supported and start to, continue the up move, or we might break this Tenkan-sen and go down. We might initially pump, like get supported from this Tenkan-sen, and then get ejected again and go down. So definitely shorting is better than longing on this level. yeah, I would say shorting is safer right now. Yeah, the 3 hour seems to be finally turning to the downside, rolling over. The 4 hour also, so good for shorts. And this might be the end of the move on the daily. We might print a red dot and go down again. So really interesting to see what is happening in Bitcoin right now. Money flow is falling down with this move, so I don't trust, even if we go up like that a little bit, we might turn around and dump down. I don't trust a move here, very big one. Yeah, we're breaking this MA's ribbon, MA ribbon, and the money flow is decreasing very much. So yeah, I would say that's better to be on the short side right now. Let's see. Okay, have a nice Friday, and I'll see you again maybe tomorrow.